From the Telegraph, female boxer has nose broken by opponent who failed gender test during brutal 46-second fight. What I really love about this story is that I was checking the sports betting pages after this happened. And this literally happened just this morning because, you know, they're further ahead in Paris. And they really tried to avoid saying it was a male punching a female. I'll give you the quick version. Carini, female, fighting Imane, or Imani, I don't know how to pronounce it. Female versus male. The fight starts. The male, boom, right in the face. And she immediately goes, nope. And she goes back. She goes to her corner. The story, as I understand it, because the video doesn't show it, it clips it. She talks to her corner. They say, go back in and fight. She goes back in and then immediately stops, turns around and says, no way, I can't do this. She gave an interview where she basically said, I've never been hit so hard in my life. I'm clearly overpowered, and I'm going to be mature and say this fight is over. Congratulations to the male. Bravo on slugging that woman in a boxing match. Wow, you really proved how great you are at fighting by punching a woman in the face and winning whatever amount of money you're going to win. Apparently, Alex Stein, who's been advocating that people bet on the men in the sporting events, said that if Imane wins gold, he's going to get paid. But I got news for y'all. The betting odds. So I saw this yesterday, 2 days ago, because I was actually, I covered this story before the fight happened, and the betting odds were minus 150. That meant that if you bet $100, you'd win $66 on top. You'd get a total payout of 166. That ain't bad. But eventually the odds dropped down to minus 3,000 when sane, rational humans were like, I think the guy's going to win. And the guy won. Granted, it's a forfeit, so I don't know. Some people may have bet on forfeiture. That's also a good bet. Here's the story from Telegraph. Female boxer has nose broken by opponent who failed gender test. Oh, yeah? The controversial fight between Imane Khalif, the Algerian boxer who failed a sex test like last year's World Championships, and Italy's Angelique Carini has been abandoned after just 46 seconds after the Italian suffered a suspected broken nose. I do think I've got the video for you here. A couple of videos. Let's see if I can play the. Here's her statement. Here's a picture of her crying after she was beat. She was punched in the face by a man. Let's play this clip for you guys. I don't think her nose is broken. So there you can see that she got hit by the guy, raises her fist. Boom. And then she's just done. She's like, no. Clobbered. Hearing her tell her story is really, really sad because she's saying, like, the training was incredibly difficult. She calls the match. She forfeits. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I know you're disgusted, but I'm disgusted with her coach. Are you kidding me? You know what, man? Maybe it's all one big experiment. Like, did anybody think, and I want to stress this too, the Algerian boxer, I think this is important, is reportedly not even trans, okay? This is not a story of a trans woman boxing women, which is the typical thing. This is a story of a biological male who is in every way male, but got a female passport to compete in the Olympics as a woman. And that's the only distinction so far that I've seen reported. Maybe I'm wrong. But my understanding is this is not a trans woman in any traditional capacity. It's literally just a guy who says, I'm going to box as a woman. And they said, you got it. Good to go. Did Carini's coach really think that she's 6 inches shorter? Did he really think she was going to be able to box a man and win? Did he really think that? They said this fight had already denoted ferocious controversy with the International Olympic Committee under mounting pressure to explain how a woman could be allowed into a boxing ring unsure of the sex of the person she was facing. Unsure? Khalif was banned from competing in a gold medal bout in Delhi by the International Boxing Association, who said the fighter's elevated levels of testosterone failed to meet the eligibility criteria. And yet she was still permitted by the IOC to fight at these Olympics. And the difference in power was clear from the beginning, with the Italian taking a punch to the face and immediately walking to her corner to signal she would not carry on. Do we have this Oh, yeah, that's right. The Italian prime minister has spoken out. Gracious in defeat. Continuing, Carini said the following about her controversial opponent. I wish her to carry on until the end and that she can be happy. I am someone who doesn't judge anyone. I am not here to give judgments. Khalif has spoken briefly herself, saying, I'm here for the gold. I fight everybody. Okay, so what had happened was this Imani Khalif, Imain, whatever the name is, had undergone gender testing at the World Championships, and they were like, this is an XY chromosome individual and not a woman. So you cannot box women. But the Olympics were like, I don't know, it says F on the passport, so it's a she. I didn't have fear. I don't fear the ring. I don't fear taking the blows, but this time there's an end for everything. I wasn't able to finish the match. I felt a strong pain to my nose, and I said to myself, for the experience that I have and the maturity as a woman that I have, I hope my nation won't take it badly. I hope my dad won't take it badly, but I stopped. I said, stop for myself. It could have been the match of a lifetime, but I had to preserve my life as well in that moment. I want to express my utmost disdain for this woman for saying, I wish her to carry on and that she can be happy. Dude, people come to me and they say, Tim, it's not her fault. Why are you... What do you mean? I hope her happiness and I hope she carries on. Why? So that she... Okay, look, man. It's not like I've actually done any gender testing on this stuff. I'm telling you about what the reports are. The reports are it's a male. It's a biological male. You keep saying she. There's no reporting to indicate this individual is transgender, and I mean that sincerely. And I'm the guy, I'm getting criticism from the right because I'm friends with Blair White. They're like, Blair White's trans and we don't accept that. And I'm like, well, I like Blair. Blair's cool. Blair gets all my respect. She, her pronouns, the whole shebang. Because I'm a liberal, I guess. This is a story about a biological male who is by no means transgender in any discernible way according to any reporting. It's literally just a male who says, I'm here for the gold. I'm going to fight everybody. And you're like, she hopes she does well. Okay, well then I'm glad you lose. I am glad that you lost, Carini, and I revel in your tears. Because if you support this, then this is what then I've got nothing to say. I will say it now, I will say it again, and I will say it tomorrow. To the people that are like, Tim, no, you can't. Listen, I'm for equality. If a female boxer wants to fight a man, she is allowed to do it. And if she supports this in Olympic boxing, then I'm not going to feel sorry for her. Oh, I'll pity her ignorance. I'll laugh when she loses. But come on, let me tell you this. If there was a woman who came out and she was like, women are just as strong as men. I could beat any man. And then a guy came up and said, I'm a man. I'll fight you. And they fought. Are you going to be like, that poor woman, I'm so sorry for her? You'd be like, of course she was going to lose. She chose this. That's what I'm talking about. When Venus and Serena Williams said that there was like a famous story where they were like, we could beat any man ranked 200 or lower. And then some guy who was ranked like 230 or whatever was like, I'll beat you in tennis. And then he shows up drunk and drinking beer and smoking cigarettes, and he beat them both. Are we like the poor Williams sisters? They had no, I'm like, well, okay, well, they wanted to do this. I'll criticize the IOC. They should not be allowing this. But she is coming out saying, I support you. Please continue. Some other woman who doesn't want to fight is going to get punched in the face. Now, for any woman in general who goes through this, my first reaction is this is wrong. They shouldn't allow it. But now I'm being told after Carini praises the male for beating her, punching her in the face, I'm supposed to defend her? Why? She got what she wanted. This is what I don't understand. Conservatives got to stop doing this. I was talking about this last night, and here we go with a perfect example. Democrats vote for crime. I'm not being cute. I'm saying they literally vote for crime. A Democrat comes out and says, we should be releasing criminals from prisons. And they go, yeah, I'm going to vote for that. Then the criminal gets released, punches a woman in the face in New York, and then I'm like, am I supposed to feel bad? I don't get it, okay? I do not understand. If a guy came to me and says, I'd like to juggle, and I went, okay, and then he started juggling bowling pins, I'd be like, congratulations. I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm so sorry for you that you juggled. You did exactly what you wanted. You got everything you hoped for. I'm so sorry for you. Conservatives always do this. I feel bad for you that the thing you wanted happened. What? The thing you wanted happened. Okay. Let's read some more, and then I'll go through the betting odds, because the betting odds are the best part of this story. Viewers left in the dark. Our man on the ground, Oliver Brown, was keeping us well informed, but for the TV viewers, there was absolutely no mention of why Imane Khalif's presence is so polarizing. It's a guy. Georgia Maloney reacting to this fiasco so quickly really demonstrates how contentious it is. Follow her reaction, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. They say, so we're going back in time here with these updates. The fight I've been trying to between Angela Carini and her Algerian opponent shows what happens when gender ideas are taken to extremes, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni said. I've been trying to explain for years that when taken to the extreme, some of these risks impacting women's rights. I think that athletes who have male genetic characteristics should not be admitted into women's competitions, not because we want to discriminate against anyone, but in order to protect the right of female athletes to be able to compete on equal terms. 46 seconds into the fight, she quits. And I'll tell you this. Carini was probably told to say, I hope her happiness and I hope she continues. I wish her to carry on until the end and that she can be happy. Yeah, but if you actually watch the video, which I'm wondering if they have, Carini pulls her hand away from the ref. The Khalif comes over and tries to pat her in the back and she like nudges her away. Clearly upset. She knows she's fighting a guy and she's pissed off about it. But publicly, she would throw everyone else under the bus. Gracious in defeat. I won't judge someone. Okay. Everyone's telling me stand with Angela Carini. She's got to stand with herself first. When she pulled her hand away from the ref, I was like, yes, make that statement. Reject this. Say, I refuse. And then what? She comes out and says, no, Khalif should keep fighting. All right. Well, I'm taking a look at the betting odds and I don't know, 3% is 3%, right? That's the betting odds. Libs of TikTok posts, try not to cry. Angela Carini talks about competing in the Olympics for her late father. She just quit her boxing match after being forced to compete against a man. Allowing men in women's competitions is evil. Democrats support it. In this video, she says that it was her dad, and he was cheering her on, and she's crying. She was talking about how the training was so intense, and it was so difficult, but she had to do it. She did it for her dad. So I felt tired, but I had to do the last kilometer. We say the last mile. And then I tell you this, by all means, empathize, sympathize, whatever you want to say. But she is now defending the male boxing females who will do it because I've got the, I believe I have the, where is this? Do I not have it pulled up? Oh, I guess I don't have it pulled up. The next fight. Oh, there it is. I do have it. Yeah. Khalif to be determined in the Saturday, August 3rd quarterfinals. So basically what we're seeing is Carini condemning the next woman. Sorry. I'm not going to support you in this one. You will condemn the next woman to be battered by a male in public at the Olympics and suffer what you suffered. Y'all could protest. I'll tell you what I would do. You want to know what I'd do? I'm not a woman, so this circumstance could never happen. But if I was Carini and they said, go into the boxing ring, the fight's going to happen, I would put my hands behind my back and I would stand perfectly still and I would not move. I would not guard. I would not put my hands up. Or I think they might require you to before the fight starts. I'd immediately put them down and I'd put them to the side. Put my hands behind my back. I wouldn't fight. I'd say, no, you can win. Yeah, but you're going to have to beat me defenseless. You know, I'll tell you this too. If you don't believe me, I was on Tucker Carlson several years ago because when I was in Boston, an Antifa guy started threatening me. I quite literally did that. Now, granted, I was filming, so I kept one hand up and I just tightened my abs and said, okay, as the guy was swinging at me, trying to make me flinch or whatever, but he didn't hit me. And I was like, come on, do it. I don't play these games. For her to come out and say she should keep going, dude, I'm not playing that. Not interested. As she sits here crying, I feel for her. I saw this. I feel for her. But for her to come out later and be like, no, this is a story that went viral yesterday. Female volleyball player 17 left paralyzed with brain damage by transgender opponent who cackled with delight after knocking her to the ground. It's an old story from a couple of years ago. Yeah. She still suffers brain damage. She has a frequent loss of balance, so she can no longer compete because a male player spiked a volleyball full force. I believe they said it was maybe about 70 miles an hour, hitting her directly in the face, knocking her back, shutting her down, leaving her paralyzed. Partial paralysis on the right side of her body. Why are women saying, no, keep competing? Well, this woman's not. Riley Gaines is not. Taylor Silverman is not. They're the ones that are actually speaking out. I support them 100%. But Karina's going to come out and say, continue, go for it. I don't judge. Condemn the rest of women, why don't you? All right, my friends. Well, take a look at this. This is olbg.com. Most of the... Oh, this is so funny. This is the best part of the story. So 2 days ago, I pulled up the betting odds for Karine Khalif. And it was minus 150. And I'm like, really? Minus 150? I put $100 down. I could clear $66? That's crazy. And I mentioned this the other night. And a lot of people were saying that in reality, once people figured out it was a guy versus a woman, the betting odds went down to minus 2,500. Oh, man. Well, so take a look at this. This is olbg.com. I'm not familiar. When you try and pull up the odds for that fight on all the other sites, it's gone. People are now reporting that future betting has disappeared and you can't make bets. I don't know if that's true, though, because they've not determined who Khalif is going to be fighting. So it could be anybody, and they're not going to give odds until they know for sure. But look at this one. This one's really funny. This individual tipster. I'm going to give Emaine Khalif the edge here. She made the quarterfinals in the last Olympics 2021. Angela Carini got knocked out in the eighth eighth finals? I don't know. Octofinals. Look at the odds. 1.03. Now, those are not the odds we use in the United States. We use the American odds, which is negative odds or positive odds. So, what does it mean if the odds are 1.03? It means that if you bet $100, you will win $3. You risk $100 to win $3. Is it really worth it? It's not worth it. It just isn't. Alex Stein makes the joke. He's like, you got to bet on these men to win and you're going to get money. Come on, man. $100 wins me a $3. I'd have to bet $100,000 to try and win $3,000. It's just not there. 3% return. I'd rather just put the $100,000 into stock because you're likely not going to suffer that much of a loss. Look, you bet $100,000 on Emaine Khalif, and then let's say Khalif is just like, what are the odds at? Minus 3,000. Whispers to their friend, put $100,000 on me to lose. And then they lose. Cha-ching, baby. What is this one? I think they had, Carini was at 10. Wow. That means if you bet $1, you won $10. $10. You bet $1,000, you won $10,000. Now that's a heck of a return. Minimal risk for a lot of reward. I just love it. So we pull up these other odds, and you can see like odds typically like 1.83. I think the way that works is basically you bet $1, you win $1.83. 4.33, you bet $1, you win $4.33. And you can see there are some odds are just no good. France women, you win 5 cents on the dollar. It's just some things are just real bad. They really, really don't give you good odds because we expect these teams to lose. But welcome to the modern sporting arena, I suppose. So I'm trying to figure out when the next fight's going to be because I actually think I want to make the bet because it'll be funny. Because I'll bet $100 and win $3, and then I'll screenshot it and be like, "Hey, I won $3." Then you've got the idea of the value bet. Like $1 wins me $10. It might be worth betting $100. Like, you only lose $100, but you might win $1,000. That's not bad. So as we can see, Khalif is still TBD. We don't know exactly. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, it's been updated. It's been updated as of right now. Hey, we got L.H. Homori from Hungary is the next fight. Okay, it makes sense. I mean, all this stuff is happening right now. So let's see if we refresh this. Will give us the update. And there we go. We got it, baby. I'm interested in this one. Can I pull up the betting odds on this? Where are we at? Are we getting knocked out on YouTube? What's going on? Let me try and see if I can pull up these betting odds. Luca Anna Hamori betting odds. And what is that? That's the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals Olympic boxing. Let's go. What are the odds? Bets. No, I don't know that they have it up just yet, because I think this is relatively new. So we'll see. I'm gonna take a look into this, and then we'll see if we can make that bet. I just want to stress, guys, for the F's in chat, that is not on my end, but I am recording this. For those that are watching live, the stream just went down, but once again, that's on YouTube's end. Did they get mad at me? I wonder if YouTube took the stream. YouTube may have taken the stream down. No, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, I suppose we'll just wrap this segment up there, as the live stream is stuttering. But for everybody who is watching this clip, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. Head over to timcast.com. Join us, become a member. The next segment will be coming up at 4 p.m. And thank you for hanging out. You can follow me on X at Timcast, and we'll see you all then.